Hi, everyone. It's Bobbie LaPorte back with another week of Calling the Game, where I share my own experience and insights while giving you invaluable tools you can use to call your own game and plan the best moves for you and your team. So just a little side note, I know that most of the continental US is under a heat wave, but where I live in San Francisco, it's definitely not summer, thus the outfit. So calling the game. This week, here's a scenario that I think probably all of us have seen in the past, but one that seems to be occurring more and more during these times of organizational change. And that is that one of your peers, perhaps sensing their vulnerability in this constantly changing landscape, is making moves to grab some of your turf. Sound familiar? Well, how do you respond while still being seen as a team player? First, again, be clear on the value contribution of your team. Now, we discussed this last week when we talked about a situation where your boss has a new boss. Don't assume that just because you and your team work hard and that you're producing results, that how you lead and enable your team to contribute, is clear. You must continuously ask yourself, what am I doing to ensure that we are being intentional and flexible enough to use our skills and talents to not only deliver results today, but also to meet the emerging needs of the organization. Second, don't panic and assume the worst of others and be suspicious of those who seem to be after your area of responsibility. Sure, many leaders are increasingly nervous about their position and tenure in the organization, but not everyone is plotting your overthrow. So check in on your own expectations and mindset, and see if you need to develop a more confident, balanced perspective. And then third and finally, take the high road, or as you know, I like to call it the enterprise view, and think about the possibilities for collaboration and how you and this peer could possibly support each other. Understand their role and where your areas may intersect to see if you can create synergy and mutual success. Sure, it can be really disconcerting when you feel there's evidence that someone's trying to take over and displace you. But if you can step back and develop a dispassionate and objective view, you'll probably come to the conclusion that this is not as real as you think. But that takes me back to the first point. Don't overlook the power of having a clear value proposition and brand in this continually changing landscape. Along with change and reorg comes opportunities for you to put yourself and your team out there and make sure you're developing fans who understand the value you're creating and who can actively advocate for you. All right, so that's it for this week's Calling the Game. I hope this helps you gear up for a great week and to navigate any curveballs that may come your way. And I'm hoping that I'm going to see some sun this week. All right, everyone, take care. Have a great week.